Hello. This is a stream to, as the title says, to bullshit a little bit. Hang on a minute. This is more for me to complain about how I don't understand how I'm supposed to stream on YouTube, because I wanted to do a stream on YouTube, but, you know. I've been broadcasting all this from my PlayStation 4 because I don't have the actual equipment to stream from a, computer. So, yeah. I was thinking about streaming Final Fantasy, the original classic, for the PlayStation 1. I was thinking about doing that on YouTube, so I could at least try and do something more over there than just uploading my VODs, so, you know. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, no, I can't seem to figure streaming that from my PlayStation 4. And I gotta admit, it's very frustrating. I've looked at a bunch of videos on YouTube trying to get them to explain it to me, what I'm supposed to do. Everything has been enabled, everything's been taken care of. It's just Sony, or at least what they have in place for the PlayStation 4, will not work for me, and it's frustrating to see other people to get it work, but not me. So, and I've talked about this before, I don't really want to be known as the Final Fantasy guy, but at the same time, it looks like I'm going to have to stream it over here.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find.
I'm going to mute myself real quick, and I'm probably going to put a community post out on YouTube saying that I'm streaming over on Twitch with Final Fantasy Classic in a little bit.
What was their purpose, and why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of Green Eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jack, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Continue your search for artifacts in Nico. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jack? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it, if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer? You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? 'Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Hello, I'm back. Sorry about that, I was putting out a community post. Ouch, my leg's going to sleep.
This device is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time.
Anyways, this is Jack and Daxter for now. This is one of my favorite childhood games. I would love to do something like this with, like, classic video games. That's what I was thinking about doing with Final Fantasy VII Classic. But, you know. that doesn't seem to be happening on YouTube. So I guess I'll be doing it here. With that being said,
the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grav zoomer.
I don't know. This is kind of a cry for help, to see if anybody knows how to fix this. Or at least point me in the right direction of getting this fixed. But, yeah, that's my current conundrum right now, so... Yeah, hopefully I can get this figured out relatively soon.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the workers must have captured them all.
But, yeah, I'll be switching over to Final Fantasy Classic very soon. That's not the series I immediately wanted to go to after playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, but, you know. Maybe...
Wow!
What's going on?
That last scoutfly had a power cell. I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
That's Blue Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run
Anyways,
fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor
I'm going to end this
artifacts
stream and then
when
I'll
you
be
get
right
near
back with Final Fantasy VII Classic. So I will see you guys in a few.